Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I really want to talk about this rare conjunction that has us kind of like in its hellspent. First of all, it's Friday the 13th, so whatever we'll hear about Friday the 13th, but also this rare conjunction between Mars and the North Node in Pisces. So I want to talk about that, give you some support through that. Um, yeah. So thank you for coming. My name is Adri. I am an intuitive evolutionary astrologer, and I like to give people some support through the transits that we're going through and not give them out on a fair base. Okay. Um, this is our theme for the month in life chapters, which is breathing goddess, and it's about creating your own abundance, even when you can't see it. So that kind of taps into that Piscean part of it where you're trusting in the unseen. Okay. She's trusting in the unseen. I mean, look at her face. She's trusting in the unseen, knowing that she can create it. Okay. So with Mars in Pisces, active energy and a kind of floaty, um, blending, merging kind of ocean. Maybe a little bit of struggle to take action, but when it does take action, it is going to be, um, it's gonna force you to do some things. It's going to force you to make some steps because you said you wanted to be in alignment. Okay, so what you said that you want this, you got to make some steps and create some strategies to get there, but don't do it in an intuitive way. Do it in a meditative, step by step way. So let's step into the meditative. Let's go into the quietness of that Piscean sea and look in that space for that inner compass. That's first going to tell you where you are and then going to tell you where it is that you want to go. Look for those subconscious clues for your next steps. Now, this type of transit, it's considered rare. The last time it occurred, I don't have it in front of me, but the next time it's going to potentially occur will be 2043. And that's going to be Mars in Pisces, conjunct the North Node in Pisces. So we've got these two energies that are one saying trust your intuition, and the other one saying it's an activation. It's an activation point. And the one that's just kind of arrives because it's touching that North Node, which is like, okay, what's your destiny? And when you've got Mars, which is the god of war, behind you, pushing you in conjunction, working with you for you to get to your destiny, it may be a little bit faster than you're used to. Discomforts may arise, and the discomforts may arise. And oh, just I don't know what that one is. We're just gonna put that right there. But discomforts may arise around opportunity or possibilities because remember, Jupiter's now gone direct in Cancer. Okay, so. So it can be a little bit uncomfortable. So what was coming through for me in this meditation, like here we are being pushed forward towards our dreams. Dreams can be a little bit scary because they're unseen. We don't really necessarily know the ending of it. We're not know the end result of it, or taking our dreams or bringing them into reality. What's the reality going to look like? So it's an activation for our destiny themes. There's some collective action going on because it's Mars. And then we also have Aries behind us being pushed along with Neptune, Saturn, and Venus, right? So we've got all those wonderful things. And they're saying, we need courage to push through for this next evolution. And we're going to have a challenge, we're going to have a support, and we're going to have a gift. Because when Mars meets the North Node, destiny isn't whispering anymore. It's actually pushing. Okay. So Well, let's take a moment to connect with the cards here. There's actually quite a few candles that are in Pisces. So it's Pisces stellium as well. Mars, the North Node, Mercury, and the Sun. So the way that you're shining, the way that you're communicating, your destiny, and your desires. It's an amazing dinner party, right? Amazing dinner party. All right, so that's our challenge. This one fell. We're just going to leave it right there. This is our support. Oh no, it's not our support. This is our challenge. This is our gift. This is our support. Oh, I can say that the energy has been a little bit unexpected. When you're fished outside your comfort zone, just it's a little scary. Thank you, everyone that supports. Please like and subscribe. From what I understand, that makes it easier for people to find me. I don't understand the algorithms. Yeah. What's our support? So the challenge of this transit. It's the Knight of Wands. What's coming through is more about rushing into something before you have all of your ducks in a row. Um, Maybe pushing through this Piscean time and just going ahead and just trying to run through the rain. What's coming to me is actually when it's raining a lot and drive your car through the puddle, and you obviously slow down. You're still focused on going forward, but then you stop and think about it. Well, I don't really know how deep this puddle is. So I don't know why that just came through, but that did. What's coming through for me is that yes, let's charge forward, but make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. Um, Not acting carelessly. It is definitely a growth energy. So, what do we need for support so that we make sure that we are in awareness of what is actually grounding us, what is actually making sure we have our ducks in a row? And it's the choice card. It's also like a representation of trusting your intuition. You see the way that she's looking. She's definitely in a meditative state, open for offerings at Jupiter. Two, about harmony, harmonizing our choices. Three, we're creating something. It's great that we're creating it. How how in harmony is our action to our emotions? Because remember, we're still in Pisces right now. So from the story that you need it here, now look at the gift card. And we also look back at what this energy is doing. It's making us a little bit uncomfortable sometimes. So how do we find our courage? We know that we have gone through our steps. You know, we've gone through our steps. Everything is nice and solid. It's ready. There's that pyramid of a number three. It's ready. It's amplified. Let's go. We make a choice to go. So this kind of um, I want to say young, but it's like more of a teenage kind of energy going forward. To trust our intuitions. We're going to tap into that Piscean portion of us. That North Node's in Pisces. Mars is still in Pisces. We just had an eclipse in Pisces. We've got a stellium of Pisces. We've got Mercury and the Sun in Pisces at this point in time. So intuition is a big part of this. So I feel like it's a tempered flame. There's visual action occurring. Maybe it's not all action. Maybe these are small steps that this being spoken to here. And then our gift. This is a very nice card to have as a gift. We tell you. This is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is about celebration. It's also season representation. I say, very cool. It's also alignment, which is our year. Year's one. Um, so it's saying that the gift, would you make sure that you've got your ducks in a row when you come from a place of meditative inner work to make your choices of what you placed underneath to to build your foundation, then you're gonna have celebration. Everything that you planned so far is going to work out. It's going to be in alignment. Um, yeah, this is great reading. Love this. I love this. I wasn't really sure how that was all going to come together, knowing that it's going to be like be a little uncomfortable. You know, there's no whispering here. There's just like go because you've got all those planets in fire now as well, right behind you, additionally fueling you forward. So I love that. It's like an ice cream sandwich of fuel. Mars, North Node, communication, Mercury, and then you've got Sun, like in the middle of the sandwich. And then the rest of the bread is Neptune, Saturn, and Venus. Like, that's a hefty sandwich, y'all. It's a hefty sandwich. So, what if you tap into that breathing goddess? The nails are too low. When you tap into that breathing goddess energy, where you are trusting your intuition, because you know it's going to be full, I feel like it's a time to like really trust, you know, like starting to see and embody yourself as who it is that you say that you are. Starting to embody it now, become what it is and do it. And this card is the one that fell out. And what that's coming to me is that this is the overarching energy. Maybe it's going to feel what we already know, or maybe it's going to show us a different perspective of what we already discussed. So it's also in Pisces, and it's the moon. And when we have this moon, this is a word. So when we have this, you have the wonderful full moon illumination. And it's it's also telling you to really see what's there. Okay. Really take an inner look at what's there. I love that this little crustacean here is climbing water. He's not very good looking. He's actually kind of shady looking. Push it over there. This could be our darkness, our shadows that we're afraid to look at, our fears, doubts, and worries. And as they come up out of the depth, as they come forward, as they come up, it's almost like the more knowledge and the more ownership that it has, the more it floats to the top because it releases anything that's heavy. And then it climbs up out of the water. And the nine, I feel like the moon card is asking you to be in conscious awareness, the things that you choose to carry with you. Also, you're from a place of inner growth and you're letting things go that they just have to be released. Because remember, the other side of this total exchange. So you've got the nodes, which are on opposite sides of the birth chart. And you've got the north node over here and Pisces. The south node, our comfort zone, where we are, is in Virgo, and it's asking you to shed things that aren't no longer useful to you. So it's a beautiful transit if you can kind of tap into what the purpose of it is, what the purpose of it could be, instead of it just being something that's going to just push you someplace that you're completely uncomfortable, or you're just not going to be able to make a move. You're not going to make a move at all. So you take this time, you've taken this time, take a moment now if you haven't, and reflect on where it is that you want to be, where it is that you want to go on an intuitive level. What are your next steps? What are the next things that you want to do? But tap into that inner core self and get that information. Because celebrate your time. That's what I get. So I hope you're enjoying these. I enjoy them. And I like to do these readings because I want people to be empowered with the cosmos and not be scared of them. My God, Mercury's in retrograde. Oh my God, the full moon. Be empowered by them. Be aware of them. Take what resonates with you and just be an active participant in your life chapters. What it is you are creating for yourself. Okay. And please, by all means, in the show notes below is going to be the life chapters workshop. Please jump in. It's never too late to jump in. You know, we started at the beginning of the year. Actually, we started at the end of December as the end of reflection, but then we're in January. But it's already March, the middle of March. Wouldn't it be great at the end of the year if you can go back and look at things that are coming up for you and how you have evolved through them? Empowerment, authoring your own story, your present, and owning it, acknowledging it. I can tell you it's been a game changer for me. Just kind of going. And then I was challenged and invited to look back at some of my old journals. And the same stuff might have been coming up, but it was coming up differently until the point where it was no longer seen as darkness, as muddy, but it was seen as, oh, this is what I'm here to do. Or, oh, this is why things do this for me. Or this is what my destiny is. So I get a clearer and clearer view. I would say every time I go back and look at a journal of where the destiny is taking me. And my destiny is to coach, is to help people through these types of things, of transits, accountability, discomforts. Some of the transits are actually affecting their particular chart. Please, that's something that you're looking for. Look down in the show notes and click on my link and look for the reading that will help you. There will be a transit reading that's coming up on there very, very soon. I'm just getting all of my ducks in a row for my Life Chapters workshop, which is going to be the 22nd of March. And yeah, be empowered, everyone. Joy and be present in your story.